Hey YouTube, Selkyold here, and this is going to be a guide on how to solve a Rubik's Cube as quickly as possible. This is only for people who are beginners, because this is not really the quickest way you can solve it, the method I'll be showing to you today, but it's the easiest to understand for a beginner. So, let's get started by messing it up. Okay. Now, as you can see, the cube is completely messed up and you can't really solve it just by backtracking, because I wouldn't even remember that myself. So it's completely scrambled. It's in one of 42.3 quintillion possible combinations or so. So how do you solve it from here? This will of course work on any 3x3 Rubik's Cube unless they've done something like changed the stickers or rotated the corners, which you shouldn't really do, because if you do it too much it can cause damage, and also if you don't remember the way that you flipped them, the cube can become permanently unsolvable. Anyway, so what you need to do first is find the white centerpiece. As you can see, this is my one here. This is not an official Rubik's Cube, of course, though, because those don't turn as well. But anyway, this is the central white piece. It doesn't matter all the others, just the central white piece. And now you need to look for the white edge pieces. These types of pieces. They aren't the corner pieces, of course, that go in, well, the corner, but they are these pieces. You need to look for the white one. So like we have a white one here. And now you need to put them around the white centerpiece to make a cross. So here you go, we have this one here, it's facing that way, so if we just rotate it, it's now aligned. And now we have one here. So how do we get it here? We can do that. Now let's look for any others. We have one here. We can rotate it so it's underneath, and then we rotate it up. Now we have this one here. How do we get this over here? Well, what you simply do is you turn it so it's facing that way. Now you have the cross. It doesn't really matter if you have a corner piece in here, because you're going to change them anyway, but I'm just going to get rid of it for my sake. Now, your next move is you need to align the colors of these edge pieces here with the center pieces below them. So this is already aligned because it's an orange and white edge piece connected and touching an orange centerpiece. And it's also that for the green. But for the blue and red, you need to swap them around. So if you have to only swap them around like that, that's a pretty easy method. You take either one of the two, it doesn't matter. You turn it upside down, and then you rotate it so it's facing underneath. You rotate it back up, and then you repeat the process. There you go, they should now all be aligned. After that, you're going to want to put in the white corners. So for some corners, it'll be pretty easy though. As you can see, this corner is supposed to go in there. So how do you do that? Well, you could put it underneath like this, so it's directly underneath the corner it's supposed to go into, and then move it away. So if it's facing this way, then you need to move it forwards. If it's facing this way, you need to move it to the left. And then you need to lower down the piece, so this, which is the corner piece where that's supposed to go, is in the spot where this was originally. Then you just slide it back and move it up. You repeat those for all of them. So this is supposed to go in there, so you rotate it, you do the same process, move it to the left, lower that, put it back, and then you have this. How do you get this in like one of these? Well, easy way you can do it is by kicking it out of its current position. So it's in the corner here with these white pieces, you lower it down and then take it out like that. Now it's out, and then, because if you put it directly underneath it's facing this way, there's a different method. You can rotate it like that, so you put this on its side and that's underneath, and then you rotate it like that and it should be aligned. For this piece, you just turn it to the left, lower it and put it back in, the method I showed earlier. Once you've done that, you now need to do the edge pieces for the middle of the cube, i.e. these here. You need to do the right colored ones. So this is already correct, because as you can see, it's red and green, and that edge piece there is red and green. But let's find another one that isn't aligned. So this here is orange and green, so it's supposed to go in there. But how do you put it in there? Well, you align this color here on the edge piece with this color here, and since it's supposed to go in there on the left side, you will actually turn it away, raise up the left side, turn it back, and then lower the left side. And then you move this to the left, raise up the side that is facing you, and then move it back, rotate it down. As you can see, it's now in there. Let's find another one. There aren't actually any others up here, but this is in the wrong position. So you do a similar process. If you want to kick it out, you will raise this piece, kick that out, lower that, and then move that back. Then you'll find this side here, you'll rotate that, and then you'll slide it in. There you go, it's kicked out. And we can do the same process here. There you go. Now, you need to put this in there. So we repeat the same process. We turn it away, raise that side, kick out that white corner, move it back, and then put it back in, like that. There you go. We have one more. So we turn it away, raise, kick out the white corner, we put the edge piece in, and then we lower it. You should now have all of these edge pieces here in the right spot, and of course the whole white side solved, but that was earlier. Now you need to create a cross on the yellow side, just like before. However, it'll be a lot easier this time because all the yellow pieces will either be on this face here or on this row here. So what you do is you find if there are any yellow pieces here, then you need to put them in the top left corner. So they already are here, and then you repeat this step. So while they're in the top left corner, you will choose this side, you will turn it to the right, raise, turn it to the left, move down, move back. You've now kicked out those from the top corner, don't change it, and then you repeat. Raise, turn, lower, back, lower. Once you've done that, you will have created a yellow cross. Now, we need to do, just like with the white cross, an alignment of these edge pieces here with these central pieces. Now, a method which, I can't do it on this, but you look for a point where there are two edge pieces on the yellow that align with the central piece that are almost, if I explain it, so there would be a blue one aligned and then an orange one aligned after it. That isn't the case on this cube, but because only two of them are aligned and they're opposing each other instead of being one there and one there, you can repeat this step, but you can do it anywhere. So what you need to do is you need to raise any side if there aren't two already in alignment, or they may all already be in alignment, so you don't need to do this step. You need to raise, turn that away, and then move that down. But instead of moving it back or shifting up this side, you need to turn it so it's facing in the opposite direction to this side. Then you raise this side again, and then you move it back. Now, if you had two aligned, like one there, then every single edge piece would now be in alignment. But that isn't the case here, of course, because the two that were aligned were opposite each other. But now we have one here that's aligned and one here that's aligned. So we put this one here that's aligned facing away from us and this one here on our right side, and we repeat it. So we raise that, kick the white out, push it so it's facing the opposite direction, raise that, move it back in, and then we lower that. And now they are all aligned. The second to last step is getting all of the corner pieces on the yellow in the right place. So you need to look for ones that are already in the right place. So this isn't in the right place because it's got blue and red, while that's red and green. That isn't in the right place, of course, because it's blue and orange, but it should be green and orange. That isn't either, because it should be orange and blue. And that isn't either, so none of them are. But if some of them are, then just like with the last step, you can do this, but you need to start on one that is aligned. And if all of them are aligned, then you can just skip this step, of course, as well. So if you were to already have one aligned, then you would pick that one, but in this case, because none of them are aligned, I'm choosing a random one. And then you repeat this step. So that's the aligned one. If you do have one aligned, it would have to be here. So you rotate that to the left, and you raise that side, you move it back, then you raise the other side, and then you move this back here, lower that, move that back, lower that again. Now we have one that is aligned correctly, and is also facing the right way. So we'll take it and do the same step. Kick it away, raise that, take it back, raise that, move it back, move that back, and lower them. Now they should all be in alignment. It may take a few more goes, but after 2 or 3 more goes, they should all be in the right place. Now you need to rotate them because you want to have the yellow facing down. You choose any one that isn't solved, it doesn't matter at this point, and you repeat this step. So you need to have the unsolved one that you want to rotate on the bottom right hand side, and then you repeat this algorithm. You raise it, turn it to the left, lower it, turn it to the right, you raise it, turn it to the left, lower it, turn it to the right. Now that's facing the right way, and you shouldn't touch any of these. But now you need to slide it over. So you move this over. This is the next unaligned one. You don't change any of the other points, you just slide it over and you repeat the same step. Raise, left, down, right, raise, left, down, right. And now we have one last one. So you need to align this one, of course, then you do the same algorithm. Raise, left, down, right, raise, left, down, right. Now your cube should become solved. It may take a few more times repeating that last step to solve it, but after that you will have solved your first Rubik's Cube, and good luck on solving it quicker in the future. If you enjoyed this video, please consider liking and subscribing, and I don't know, maybe going to my main channel. Anyway, thank you, bye bye.